and just play games and whatever. Although I did not drink, I had performances there and the atmosphere was great. You know, even though it was raining that day, the atmosphere was great, but I'll tell you more about that later. And also, this week was Hangul Day. Hangul Day. What is Hangul Day? Hangul Day is the day where the Korean language was invented. And it was like a 4-day holiday. So everybody just left Seoul and just went around Korea for a holiday or wherever they want to go to. And we, although we did not get a holiday, but we did leave Seoul and had a lot of performances for the people who were having their holiday. So yes, I have a lot to talk about for that. And also, the most exciting part of the Prince Mak Hour will be on. It is the SBS Pop Asia Prince Mak hashtag, where you ask me questions on Twitter and I'll answer them on my live show or on Twitter. Yes, it's Ask Mac. A lot of Ask Macs this week. Is going to be exciting, I promise you. And there's also one new thing that I want to introduce to the Prince Mak Hour, which is where I wish you guys a happy birthday. Whether it's you or your friend, all you have to do is send me your birthday. So if it's this week, I'm kind of sorry, but if it's next week or whatever, just let me know today or during this week so I can wish you a happy birthday on my next live show. All you have to do is let me know using the hashtag SBS Pop Asia Birthday Wish. Yes, SBS Pop Asia Birthday Wish. A little bit different to asking me a question, but if you use the hashtag and I see it, I will wish you guys a happy birthday on my next live show. And you can record it or do whatever you want with it. You know, make it as your alarm clock. I don't care. Just be happy and have a happy birthday. That's all I want to do. So it's great. It's going to be an exciting week of the Prince Mak Hour. I hope you're excited just as I am. Now it's time to kick it off with a song. Before I was talking about beer festivals, Oktoberfest. How's this? Let's start it off with a bang. It's Big Bang's Sober. Again, do you know what time it is? It's time for Ask Mac. Yes, Ask Mac is the segment where I answer your questions. All you have to do is send them in using the hashtag SBS Pop Asia Prince Mac on Twitter, and I'll answer them on my live show or on my Twitter. Well, let's get started right away. Oh, I'm still loving that tune. Okay, first question here is by Jin Ter. Username Jin Pekka. Could you tell me what was the feeling when you performed for your first time? Alright, wow. From the top of my head, I think my first performance was, wow, it was so long ago that I can't even remember it clearly. I think my first performance ever on stage was a dance performance for my Chinese school. I was so young that I couldn't even move properly, let alone dance. I think I just followed my dance teacher who was doing, my Chinese teacher. It was actually my Chinese teacher teaching us how to dance. And she was doing a dance below the stage, and me and the other students were on the stage, and we just kind of followed her. Pretty much the only thing I can remember apart from doing it was like the feeling. It was pretty nerve-wracking. At that time it was something that I don't ever want to do again. But then it's so funny because, you know, back then I don't ever want to do that ever again, and now look at my job. I dance like every day, and it's something that I do for a living. It's my life now. So yeah, it's actually quite funny when I think about it. But I'm pretty sure that was my very first performances. But I've also done a lot of other performances afterwards. As I grew up, I started being on stage more. I played in band, and I did a lot of dance when I was in high school. And then when I graduated high school, dance was a big part of my life. Like performing was a big part of my life. And now it is my life. So yeah, let me tell you a bit about my debut though. My debut performance, I was not nervous at all. I was actually really excited and really happy. If some of you actually look at my debut performance, I was smiling a lot, and it was actually quite an awkward situation because the song was a bit like it's a sad song. You know, JJCC's debut song was called At First, and it's kind of like a breakup and like a heartbreaking moment, and I was just smiling through the whole performance. It was kind of on purpose. It was just my character at the time. I just like to be a smiley boy and stuff like that. But now I tend to not smile as much on stage. But at that time, I was actually told that when I smile, it looks good, so I did it, even though it was a sad song. But yeah, my debut, I was not nervous. I was really excited. But my members were actually quite nervous. So yeah, thank you, Jinte, for your question. And next question I have here is by Kanyira Silva, username milsilva291. And the question is, what's the most trouble you got into? Oh wow. I've been in trouble quite a few times, especially when I was in school. I was a good kid, but I didn't, always behave. I, had the I wouldn't say bad boy, like a young, immature side of me. And I'm gonna say, I have jigged school before. Actually, I haven't jigged school. Sorry. For those who don't know what jigged means like skip class in Australian slang. Jigging school means like, skipping class. I don't know what other terms people use for skipping class. I think there's an American term for it. I can't think of it right now. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I did do that for tutoring. I haven't skipped class for school, but I did it for tutoring. So what's tutoring is like, I'm pretty sure not everyone knows what tutoring is, but I used to do tutoring on a Sunday, and I hated it. I don't know why, I just hated it so much. I like school, I enjoyed it, but when it got to tutoring, I don't know why I didn't like it. It could be because of my tutor, or it could be because, I don't know. It could be because of the kid that I hanged around when I was in tutoring. He was actually quite a bad kid, but he was a family friend of mine. My parents knew his parents, and then we just went to the same tutor, so we hang out with each other, and we skipped tutoring together. And it's actually really bad. I still feel really bad about it because tutoring is really expensive. I think at that time it was like my mum or my dad's full day of work just to get me 2 hours of tutoring, and my mum and dad had to work a full day, and I skipped that class. I didn't go to class, so I feel really bad. And luckily I got busted. I did get busted because my tutoring principal, so the tutoring academy principal, called my mum and said, why didn't I go to school? Why didn't I go to tutoring? And then she found out, and then she told me off, which I think is a good thing, because, or at that time, it wasn't a good thing, but now I think of it, it's a good thing, I feel really bad. I still feel really bad. Even now talking about it makes me feel really bad, and I wish I could go back in time and change everything. But yeah, I still ended up doing well in class, but it's just something that I feel bad for my parents. They work so hard and stuff. So please don't ever skip school. And when you get to my age, you wish you were still in school. When you're in school, you wish, I want to finish school quickly and then, go into the workforce and have more freedom. But now, when I'm working, I really miss school and I want to go back to school. I even want to go to school in Korea. I want to actually go to like university, or, go to like a Korean language academy, something like that. But I'm just too busy, and my company doesn't let me. So yeah, I really want to go to school now. So to all the students out there, please don't skip class. It's actually good for you, and I miss school so much. Anyways, thank you for your question. Next one I have here. Wait, sorry, the question before. Yeah, yes, I did end up getting in trouble with my parents for that as well. I made my mum cry. Yes, big trouble. But yep, sorry about that. Next question I have here is by Inu. Username Edwardy. Oh, okay, nice name. Are you watching any dramas or movies lately? Have a good day. Oh, thank you. I'm having a good day. I hope you're having a good day too. And let's talk a bit about the dramas I'm watching right now. I'm watching, at the moment, I'm watching Heal Me, Kill Me, or Kill Me, Heal Me. This drama is actually quite famous at the moment. But how I found out about this drama was recently I saw some news because I'm a Kim Soo-hyun fan ever since watching My Love from Another Star, and he recently got the Best Actor Award, Best Korean Drama Actor Award, I think it is. And apparently netizens, people on the internet don't agree with him. It thinks he shouldn't get the award. They think the main actor of this drama I'm watching now, Kill Me, Heal Me, should get the award because he's acting like 8 different characters in one drama or something like that. So I was like, geez, Kim Soo-hyun's a good actor, you know, I like him and I think he deserves the award. He works hard and he's a great actor. But then so many people are disagreeing, saying that he shouldn't have got the award. I'm sorry, I don't know the actor of this Kill Me or Heal Me drama that I'm watching right now, but once I find out, I'll make sure I tell you guys. And they said that he should have got the award, the main actor of this drama that I'm watching now. And I'm like, what's the big deal? Is he really that great? So I had to check it out. And now I'm watching it right now. I'm on to the 3rd episode, so there's not much I can say about it. It's just something about this really rich guy, and he is, he's got his own personality, but then he's got another personality that he's trying to kill or get rid of his original personality. So there's a good side and a bad side. And I think when people hit him on the head or when he, bumps his head, the other side comes. And then, so he's got 2 different personalities, and his bad personality fell in love with one other girl. But then when, he changes personality, his real personality doesn't even know who the other girl is. So it's kind of, it's actually really interesting. I haven't watched a drama or a movie with this kind of storyline. So for those who don't know, I haven't seen it, you can always go and check it out. It's actually quite good. And thank you for your question. Remember to keep sending them in using the hashtag SBSPopAsia Prince Mak on Twitter. And there's one more thing. A new thing that I'm introducing to the Prince Mak Hour is if your birthday is coming up, you can let me know. Or your birthday or a friend's birthday. So this is how it works. If your friend's birthday is next week, you can let me know today. And I'll wish them a happy birthday on my show next week. And then you can record it or whatever you want. Leave them a copy for their happy birthday. It'll be Prince Mak wishing you or your friend a happy birthday. Yay! That's so exciting, right? Okay, it's time for a song. It's 2PM's Go Crazy. 미친가 아니야. Again, and it's time for me to tell you and for you to listen to me about my week. It's time for Max Week. Max Week, Max Week, yes, Max Week is the segment where I tell you all about my exciting week. Well, this week there wasn't as much practice as usual, yay! But mainly because we weren't even in Seoul for 4 days. 4 days, so over half a week we weren't even in Seoul. And first of all, let me rage about my K-pop and ultimate vote on Arirang Radio. Because I lost 3 weeks in a row already. Yes, I lost 3 weeks in a row, and guys, please vote for me and don't let it happen again. I really need your votes every Wednesday, 1 p.m. on Arirang Radio, where you vote for Prince Mak. So protect the Prince, guys. Really, I've lost 3 weeks in a row and it's getting embarrassing again. But I'm sure I'll win tomorrow, right? So yes, make sure you tune in tomorrow and vote for Prince. Well, anyways, I do have a lot of fun there even though I lose. But moving on, a lot of fans have also actually been asking me how I've been because, well, yes, I lost a bit of weight these past few days, but I think I put it back on after, because I haven't been in Seoul for a few days. I've been actually shooting some stuff for another program that I do called Pops in Seoul, and we're actually on the island that we shot our Goppatezo on the flower bed music video. And I ate a lot these past few days, but there is no scale here, so I don't know how much I weigh at the moment, but I feel like I put my weight back on. I had a lot of food these days, a lot of Korean barbecue, a lot of meat, and let me go on about the Thursdays first. Let me tell you about Thursday. Thursday I had another show that I usually do called Join Us Korea, and it's a quiz show. I ended up winning the second episode, which is great. I think it was a pretty great comeback, but it was definitely my most tiring shooting of that show ever. I've been doing it for about 10 weeks now. I've done about 10 weeks, and really, the last week was so tiring. For some reason, I was up for every physical game that we had to do. There was this Korean game. I think you watch it in a lot of game shows where you see whose thighs are stronger. So there's some. I was on the outside, and the person I was up against is actually New East's Aaron. Yes, a lot of you guys are probably familiar with New East Aaron. He is another host of SBS Pop Asia, and I was on the same TV show as him. He was just as a guest. And only for that week. And there was a game when I was up against him, and we were seeing whose thighs are stronger. It's kind of like thigh wrestling. So his thighs are inside, my thighs are outside, and he's got to try and open up his thigh while I got to try and keep his thighs closed with my own thigh. So can you guys picture that? And yeah, we played that game and I ended up winning. So yeah, I got stronger thighs than Aaron, or bigger thighs than Aaron, whatever. But yeah, I did end up winning, and that was one of the games that I played with Aaron. Another game that I played with Aaron was this called Chicken Fight. It's we gotta stand on one leg and then we gotta wrestle. We'll stand on one leg and just gotta like jump up and down and knock each other off. And that game I also won, but that one went on for a long time because we couldn't knock each other out. So in the end, it was kind of like who can stand on their one leg the longest. And yes, I did end up winning that as well. And I can't remember through the top of my head any other games. Oh yeah, there was another game I played with Aaron as well. It was they put post-its on our body, and then we had 1 minute to see how many we can shake off, and that was a tie. That one was a tie, but I ended up hurting my neck for that one. I wasn't able to move my neck pretty much at all for the next 2 days. My neck was killing me, and you know, I usually do have a bad neck as well, but that game just made it so much worse. Because I had post-its on my hair, so I had to try and, you know, I couldn't use my hands to take them off, you know, I had to try and shake my head and shake those post-its off, but it was very, very hard. And yeah, that game ended up being a tie between me and Aaron. That was actually the first time I've actually done a show with Aaron. It wasn't the first time I met him, because I ran into him a few times at Arirang TV station, but first time I've actually gotten to talk to him properly and just be in a show with him. And he's a great guy. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun that day. But I did end up winning the second episode as well. I think I've probably won like over half of the episodes. So there's normally 4 guesses, and I've won half to over a half of all the episodes. Yeah. And then let's talk about the day after. Friday was a day where we had performances outside of Seoul. So our first performance, I think, was in Seoul. It was along with Crown Pop was there, and when Crown Pop's there is always exciting because, you know, they're always so fun on stage and stuff like that. So yeah, we had a performance in, I think, somewhere in Seoul. It was in the daytime, so yeah, I haven't been there before, but we did a performance there and it was great. But then we performed 2 songs and we had to leave right away, or 3 songs. We performed 3 songs and we had to leave right away for Gwangju. Gwangju is the hometown of our fellow member Zika and Yul, and he met up with his family there. It was like a night concert, and there was a lot of other singers, famous singers, and other idols. I think another idol group that was there was Legend. I think they were there, and we performed 2 songs that night. It was really cold. It was like an outdoor concert, and it was really, really cold. But the turnout was good. There was a lot of people there, and I must say, I quite like that city. It's like a night city. It was at night, and like there was so many people out, and I think the members called it a party city, and we wanted to stay there, but we couldn't. And then we had to rush to the next city for our performance on the next day. So we went to another city, which I don't know the name of again, I'm sorry, but we lived in like a penthouse with like ocean view, and it was really, really nice. I really, really liked that house. But I had to sleep on the floor because the members took all the bed, and then the sofa was taken as well, so I slept on the floor. I mean, I don't mind sleeping on the floor, but I haven't slept on the floor for my whole life. You know, like in Australia, in China, we don't sleep on the floor, right? But Koreans actually sleep on the floor. But for some reason, when we got to the house, they all took the bed, they all took the sofa, so I was only one left on the floor. So I slept on the floor that night, and I'm not complaining, you know. I think sleeping on the floor is good for my back as well. I think sleeping on a hard floor for me is actually better. But then the next day we woke up and then we shot some video. We shot our dance practice video there, and I also did a recording for my dance studio in Australia because it's their 5-year anniversary. So I kind of just gave them a shout out. Congratulations to Crossover 5 years anniversary. And also that day we went to Oktoberfest. We had a performance in Oktoberfest in Korea. Yeah, I never knew there was actually Oktoberfest in Korea. Oktoberfest is a beer festival, a German beer festival, probably the biggest beer festival in the world. And apparently there was one in Korea, and we had a performance there. We didn't drink any beer. We weren't allowed, and I don't drink anyway. But we had some chicken there, and we performed, I think, 6 songs that night. Am I right? 5 songs? I think we performed 5 songs that night. And there was a lot of foreigners, and turnout was good as well. But I think a lot of the foreigners didn't know who we are. Or who we were. Sorry, I was going to say who we were and who we are at the same time, and it turned out to be who we are. Forgive me, I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't think they knew who we were because you know, foreigners, most of them are not really into K-pop, whatever, but they still cheered for us, and it was great. We had a lot of fans who went there as well. It's actually really far from Seoul, and we had fans coming all the way from Seoul to come see us, and it was really sweet. It was really nice. But that day was also raining and stuff like that, so I actually felt quite bad. It was a rainy day, the floor was wet, the stage was wet as well, and I actually slipped 2 times, but not like badly slipped and landed my face kind of slipped, but I did kind of slip during our performances. But it was great. It was a great day anyway. And then actually those few days the Pops and Soul family followed as well. They were shooting at MCTV, and because it was also the last episode, So they followed us for a few days, and we also went to that island that I was talking about before. The island where I ate so much food. Oh, and I'm just, just put my weight back on. And we did a lot of games. We went on a cruise and we answered some questions, and then we also went fishing, and I fished the biggest fish. Yes, go Prince Mak for Australia. I even said, you guys can't beat me fishing. I'm Australian. I don't know if that made sense, but I just said Australians love fishing and whatever. I just tried to relate it back to Australia, and I ended up fishing the biggest fish as well. So I won that round, and it was great. And also, we had a lot of barbecue. We saw our 2 old dogs, Sunny and Oddie, we call Oddie, and they live on this island because they're 2 really big dogs and we couldn't take care of them, so we kind of put this on this island at one of our CEO's friend's house. Yeah, so we visited Oddie and Sunny, and it was great. It was really great. So then after that, we stayed there for the night, and then the next day we left and went back to, we had to take a boat back to the city, and then from the city we went in our car and we had to travel all the way back to Seoul. It was like a 5-hour drive. It's really insane. And I think during the car ride, I just watched Korean dramas or just sleep. And I'm actually, I was actually really excited to go back to Seoul because I like Seoul and I really missed my own bed so much. So yes, that is pretty much my week. I just went on forever in this segment. I am so sorry. I went on for like 14 minutes, I think. Oh wow, just means I had an exciting week. Had a very long week. I'm so sorry guys. You guys are probably thinking, when is Prince Mak gonna stop? I need to listen to a song. That's probably what you're thinking right now, right? Okay, well, let me play you guys a song. How's this one? Because I saw Aaron the other day, I'm gonna play you guys a song by New East called Goodbye Bye, or Goodbye Baby. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I think it's Goodbye Bye, right? But the song goes, goodbye baby, goodbye baby. Am I right? Anyways, here is a song dedicated to Aaron. Nice to meet you, mate. Hope you have a good day. It's time to ask me questions again on Ask Mak Part 2. Yes, send in those questions using the hashtag SBSPopAsiaPrinceMak on Twitter. It's that easy, guys. So yeah, just send them in and I will try to answer them. As many as possible, either on my live show or on my Twitter. Okay, now, one I have here is by Ale. Username, Yona Ale. Okay, and the question is, have you ever tried bungee jumping 25 meters, 50 meters, or 150 meters? What would you like to try? Oh, I would like to try all of them. I really like to watch extreme sports, and I do want to try. I'm not going to say I don't get nervous or I'm not scared of it at all, because I am. But it's something I definitely want to try, but I've never had the chance to. I haven't done any extreme sports at all, actually, except for jumping off a cliff 15 meters high into water at a theme park. That is pretty much all I've done. But my sister's done a lot. My sister is 3 years younger than me, and she has done so much. I think she's even done skydiving, she's done bungee jumping, I know that, and any other ones I'm not sure yet, but I have done a slingshot one when I was in New Zealand. It's some I think it was about $15, and they even record you. They have a camera in front of you, and then it's like a slingshot. They sling you up into the air and it goes really fast and you come back down really fast. I think that's pretty much the most extreme I've went, but my sister's done a lot. I really want to do skydiving. I wanted to make those shapes in the air, in the sky, with other people. And that is something I really want to do. I haven't even went scuba diving before. I had a chance, JJCC had a chance, but because my ear is infected, I didn't go along. So yeah, I lost my chance there. But I think for me, the extreme sport I want to try the most is definitely skydiving, and then bungee jumping, and then what else is there? Rock climbing, I think. I want to try that. I like to try that. I haven't been rock climbing, like real rock climbing. I've done those little ones in those factories. I think they're usually in like factories and stuff like that. So I've done those ones. But yeah, extreme sport, I love it. I love extreme sports. I definitely want to try it. I think I've got the guts to, but yeah, just never had the chance. Actually, I really want to go karting these days as well, but I know that's not an extreme sport, but yeah, that's something I want to do these days as well. Now, thank you, Ale, for your question. Next one here is by Ilhub. Username, Peniel Clara. I'm guessing you're a B2B Peniel fan, right? And the question is, if you had the chance to have a different stage name from the one you have now, what would it be and why? You see, when I just came to Korea was actually when I really had to think of a stage name. Before I was in Korea, I was using my Chinese name, which was Mai Heng Li, which is actually just Mac Henry, you know, nice and simple. But because I came to Korea, I wanted to use something more international, but still relating to my real name, something that, you know, is easy for people to remember, or something that, you know, is just meaningful to me. And so yeah, my real name is, or the name I used in China was Mac Henry. So obviously in English it would be Henry Mac. But my real name is actually Henry Prince Mak. And I just thought, you know, using Henry Prince Mak was a little bit too long. Using just Henry, there already is a Henry in Super Junior M. Using just Prince, there is already like a very famous singer called Prince in the States. And if I was to use Mac, Mac is just my last name. You know, it's a very common name, although it's spelled M-A-K, but it also gets mixed up with another artist in GOT7 called Mark. And if I was to use, I even thought of using my dad's name, which was Jackson. And yes, there already is a Jackson in GOT7. So that didn't work out either. And then I sort of just gave a lot of suggestions, stuff like that. I was even given the name Bekmal. Bekmal meaning white horse. White horse is actually my zodiac in Korea. Or my Chinese zodiac is the horse, and how the white came along was actually in Korean zodiac. I'm a white horse because I was born in 1990. So that's how it came along. But then white horse in Korean actually also means like European girl in Korean slang. So that didn't work out either. Then, you know, I thought of all of it, and then we settled down with Prince Mak. I think we all decided that Prince Mak was, you know, suitable for me. You know, it was memorable, and yeah, so. But for me, I think in Korean, Prince Mak is a bit hard to say. Prince Mak. Prince Mak. It's a bit hard to say, a bit hard to remember if it's in Korean, but if it's in English there, it's easy to remember. But then my name also gets confused a lot, or written wrongly. A lot of people write Prince Mark with M-A-R-K, or Prince Mak with M-A-C. That happens a lot to me as well. And yeah, so my name, you know, I like it, and then I don't like it. I think I really want to use just Prince or just Henry or just whatever, but yeah, always didn't work, and that's how Prince Mak came along. Yes. Is that really confusing for you guys? See, I have kind of like a long story for Prince Mak, But yeah, I tried to elaborate a bit on it and just be a bit more clear on it. But yeah, hope it didn't bring any confusions to any people. And now it's time for a song. Yes, a song. Now this song I'm gonna play for you is a little bit old, but for me it's a very memorable song and still one of my favorite K-pop songs of all time. One of the biggest classics in K-pop. It's Wonder Girls with Nobody. Hello, you're listening to the Prince Mak Hour and I'm your host Prince Mak. Right now, can you hear the wind? Yes, I am on an island right now and it is freezing cold. I'm outside and I don't know why I did not bring my jacket. Oh, I'm actually trembling right now. And do you know what island this is? This is an island in Korea where my group JJCC, we shot our Goppa Tezo on the flower bed music video. Yes, and I am here, I'm outside because I want you guys to have first-hand experience with what I am doing. Oh, but I am so cold. But I'm on a cliff right now. I'm looking out into the ocean. I was gonna say onto the ocean, but that did not make sense. I'm sorry, I'm losing my English language. I'm looking out into the ocean and I cannot even see the other side. I kind of think it's very unclear, but I kind of see another island on the other side. I see a lot of people fishing here. The waves are great. Can you even hear the waves? And the pigeons? No, that was me. That pigeon noise was me. But it's really cold out here. I'm gonna go outside before I ruin the show because the wind is really strong. And you can even hear people singing karaoke here. It's actually a really great island, but there ain't many young people around. They're all like, middle-aged to retired kind of Koreans. And yes, I'm indoor right now. So speaking of the age of people here, they're all like in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and they're all ajashis, najumas, or aunties and uncles. And I think this is a great place to retire. But for me, if I was to retire, I think I'd like to go back to Australia. Yes, Australia for me is paradise. It is the best place on earth. Really, I've been to many places, but I don't really... There's not a place that I think is more suitable than Australia, for me personally. And, well, this island is great as well, and I absolutely understand why there is so many middle-aged to elderly people here. There's great air here. The environment is just great. It's great for fishing and stuff like that. And even later, I'm going to go fishing because I'm here right now because we're actually doing a TV show. Another show that I do on Arirang, it's Pops and Soul, and it's our final MCTV episode. So we're out here shooting, and later we're going to go fishing, and we're going to have a competition. And the competition is to see who is going to fish the biggest fish. And I am actually very confident. I even told them I'm confident because I'm Australian. Australians, I don't know why I said that. I don't know how it relates to Australia, but I just said Australians are the best fishermen. So hopefully I'll win later. But we'll see. We'll see. And I must say that Australia is good at surfing, but I am not good at surfing. Oh, hello, 안녕하세요. Sorry, so I'm kind of hiding in a room right now, and someone just came in. I didn't know who it was, and I just said 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요 in Korean just means, it's the most simple form of greeting someone, but it also means how are you. It actually means how are you and not hello. I think in Korean language there is no hello. It's just how are you. And yeah, so how cool is that? Listening to the Prince Mak Hour even helps you learn Korean. But yes, I'm not going to speak a lot this segment because it's actually really cold. I don't know why I just wore a t-shirt and I just went outside to do this audio recording, and my legs and my arms and my whole body is pretty much trembling. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the Prince Mak Hour. Well, actually no, this is going to be my last segment of this week's Prince Mak Hour. Well, I hope you guys have a great week. I'm sure I had a great week. And make sure you guys tune in again for the next Prince Mak Hour. Same place, same time, next week on SBS Pop Asia, and peace out, guys. So yes, that was a recording of me on the island that I just said. First of all, I have to apologize for the quality of that. The wind was a bit too strong and the microphone was just picking up that wind so badly. It was just like yes, I apologize for that, but I just wanted to give you guys some first-hand experience of what I was doing. It was really cold, but the smell of fresh air and the sound of the waves, the pigeons, all that was just so nice. I hope you guys can just imagine where I was at. I was standing on a cliff and everything was just so perfect. You can hear the old people singing karaoke on the other side. But yes, we were on that island during the weekend and it was a lot of fun. Really cold, kind of like, time away from civilization. There was no Wi-Fi on that island. Yes, but if you guys, ever come to Korea looking for a nice place to chill, somewhere to go, this island is actually a really good place. And another island as good as Jeju Island. Yes, Jeju Island is great. I haven't had the chance of being there, but I haven't had the chance to go there, but a lot of people told me how great Jeju Island is, and there's a lot of celebrities living there. One of them being Lee Hyori. Yes, Lee Hyori lives on that island and she's happily married. So, yes, Jeju Island, and this name of this island that I'm on, or I was on the other day. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it. Oh, this is so embarrassing. But when I do find out, I'll make sure I'll let you know. And now, I must say, it's the end of the Prince Mak Hour. Oh, I'm going to say goodbye again. I have to wait 7 days till I get to talk to you guys again. Oh, that sucks. Really. I really hate goodbyes. Goodbyes suck so much, but I know I have to let you guys go. Oh. But there's also one more thing that I have to remind you, is that you guys can use the hashtag SBS Pop Asia birthday wish on Twitter, where I can wish you guys a happy birthday on my live show. So make sure you guys do that. Have a great week. And now I'm going to be playing guys a song. This song, since I talked about this island and JJCC shot our music video here, I'm going to be playing you guys this song on the flower bed. Another reason is because this is probably the song that we play the least on our shows or on SBS Pop Asia. Well, this is JJCC's On the Flower Bed. I hope you guys have a great week. Please stay safe and do your homework. Go to school. This is Prince Mak on the Prince Mak Hour. Mwah! I love you guys so much. See you same place, same time next week. Bye.
꽃밭에 앉아서 꽃잎을 보는 고운 빛은 어디에서 왔을까? 아름다운 꽃이야, 꽃이야.
이렇게 좋은 날에 이렇게 좋은 날에 그대만 있다면 난 아무것도 안 바래. My soul flower 너무도 아름다워. 1분 1초 every hour 안 아까워. Baby boo 난 내 삶의 이유. My love은 내 신부. 내 햇빛에 구름을 해치워주는 superwoman. 널 처음 본 그 순간부터 하늘이 내게 맺어준 난 I know that it was love. So 뭐가 필요해. 사랑만 있다면 뭐든지 다 위로돼. 우리만의 happy ending 피날레. 왼쪽 넷째 손가락은 이제 안 어쩌네. 꽃노래를 부르며 온 동네를 다니며 사랑을 속삭이던 내 작은 기억. 내가 만든 꽃반지를 끼고 내 앞에 딱 불처럼 딱 붙어 쿵짝이 딱 맞던 내 작은 기억. 꽃밭처럼 넌 꽃빛에 비춰진 물감으로 내 사랑한 그대만 그려낸 한 피카소. 데생 더 칠해 넌 내 맘의 파스텔. 반복해 dream come true 나 꿈꾸네. 꽃밭에 앉아서 꽃잎을 보네. 고운 빛은 어디에서 왔을까? 아름다운 꽃이여, 꽃이여. It's alright. 어두운 밤이 와도 걱정 말아요.
follow you into the light 함께 울고 울고 사랑을 나눠가 All my life forever 그대와 영원히
꼰꼰 눈망울에 꿈을 걸어 한 줄기 꽃과 같은 그녀에게 맘을 열어 넌 내 꿈이란 버들 속에 마지막 한 조각 세상에 찌들어버린 영혼을 가려주는 방패막 나 그녀에게 오늘도 난 사랑을 고백해 작은 손가락에 고리를 걸어 영원을 약속해 You're my sunflower 내 해바라기 너무나도 아름다워 You know what I mean
꽃밭에 앉아서 꽃잎을 보내 고운 빛은 어디에서 왔을까 아름다운 꽃이여 꽃이여 그대는 나비처럼 fly so high 언제나 you make it feel like cloud nine 그대는 나비처럼 fly so high 언제나 you make it feel like cloud nine 그대는 나비처럼 fly so high 언제나 you make it feel like cloud nine 그대는 나비처럼 fly